Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we are going to take a look at the newest collab in the world of Monster Strike. We have Madoka Magica Summer Alpha. You know me. I don't really like these alpha summer versions. It's always, I don't know. It is a detriment to the old monsters, and you just kind of really miss out on a bunch of things that you would normally get. And well, it's obviously a nice way to make money again for Monster Strike. So I guess it's here to stay. But without further ado, let's get going. Do note that the gacha will be active until August 31st, 23:59, basically 1 second before midnight in Japan time. Interesting. Usually these do last 2 more days into the month, so why have they cut off explicitly at the start of September? Interesting question. Maybe there's something big happening at the start of the month. Are we gonna actually get back-to-back collabs? Who knows? But it is a scary thought for sure. So we'll see what that means. The gacha monsters here. We have 3 alpha monsters available. We have Kaname Madoka, Akemi Homura, and Sakura Kyoko here in their alpha forms. There is no 4-5 star alpha monsters in the gacha, so only these 3 new monsters will be in there. And of course, since this is an alpha gacha, there is no individual rate ups, so hopefully you weren't waiting for that, because they won't be coming, which again is one of the reasons why these alpha gachas kind of suck. Here are the provisional ratings on GameIt right now. Kaname Madoka Alpha has a 9.0 rating, very high number. Obviously, she has a garden stage for her where she can shine, and actually quite changes the meta for that stage if you have enough of her. Actually, even one of her plus a friend, I think, will make a big difference, it sounds like. So that explains why her rating is so high. Kyoko Alpha, I'm not sure why they have 8.5. Most people I've seen have been a little bit down on Kyoko in terms of her being a must-get monster. And the reason for that is because her place to shine is on the Castle 4, and Castle 4 has been beat up by a lot of different monsters already, and so just to have another monster shine there doesn't really add to much, especially for uniqueness. So I think the higher rating is because she can go and shine in 4 of the castle, but I think a lot of people are down on her because it's already been knocked down like a dead horse. So that's just one warning on that rating. And Akemi Homura 7.0, biggest problem for her is her kit just as a whole doesn't really make sense. Why is she built that way? There isn't a stage for her. There isn't anything obvious right now. Now in the future, definitely possible for her to shine somewhere, but as of right now, she doesn't really work well with anything. So that's kind of why she has a lower rating right now. If something hits in the future, she will probably be one of the strongest monsters for that, but otherwise that is a gamble, and I think that's why the ratings reflect 7.0. For the part 1 gacha monsters, Kaname Madoka, obviously the ultimate form that she has is still strong to this day. 8.5 rating, she is worth chasing after if you don't have her. Akemi Homura at 8.5, I'm not sure what she shines still. I thought both Homura and Kyoko were both kind of like outclassed. But you can check GameWith for that. 7.5 for Kyoko, and for the 5 stars, they're at a middling 6.5 each. So nothing really. I must get 90 luck for her level of characters, unless of course you really like the anime. And of course, the paid pack is back from the first version. That Sayaka and Kyoko combo is a 7.0. So again, run of the mill. Nice to have, nothing game breaking, nothing like I from last time. But if you like the anime, it's not a bad purchase at all. But if you don't, there's no reason to chase after. Alright, Kaname Madoka Alpha 9.0, the strongest, I think without question, monster in this gacha. She's the lone star with confidence, I think, that you would want to chase after. She has a grand command. After that, there's a special attack for the first hit enemy, which is a combination of indirect damage and percentage attacks. Her buffs for the first gear is 1.4 attack and 1.5x speed. Second gear, that goes up to 2.0 attack and 5 times speed. Friendly buff is 1.2x attack and no buff to speed. And this one, I'm not sure if this is a typo. I looked at Potato's post on Twitter, and he said 1.5x attack and 9.0 speed bonus. If that's true, that's insane, but I feel like there was a typo somewhere. But I don't know what he would typo a 9 for, so then I'm not really sure. But anyways, go ahead and check. The special attack for Madoka here, she'll take out her bow and just fire a bunch of arrows. There's two flavors of them. First, you've got indirect damage arrows. Those will simply do 2.65x her attack as a total with 60 hits. 60 hits total does 2.65x. It's not 60 hits each, so don't get mixed up with that. And then her second gear, that goes up to 5.54x. Again, same 60 hits. But the important ones are the special attack percentage damage arrows, and those differ based on the gears. First, we'll have 5 of those arrows. Second gear, we'll have 8 of those arrows. And each of those arrows basically rolls a dice and sees whether it will do 2.5% or 7.5%. Right? And so some combination of those 2.5 and 7.5s will be hit, which means you'll get a percentage damage of anywhere between 12.5 to 37.5 on the first gear. And then for the second gear, it goes anywhere from 20 to 60. Now, I do believe this is a little bit smaller than Ultimate, or the original Madoka, which had 10 shots. And so it might feel a little bit weaker, which again is a little bit disappointing to see. I'm not sure why they tuned her down a little bit there, but nonetheless, if you can get that 60%, that's great. But I don't think that's I don't think luck is in your side if you're doing a coin flip each time to be able to get to 60. You're probably most of the times gonna end up in that 40% range for Madoka Alpha here. But still, I mean, if you have multiples, that's still pretty strong in the end. So nothing to cry home about. Next up, we have Kyoko Alpha here. 8.5 is her rating on GameWith right now. Speed and power up increases the rank of all items on screen and absorbs them. If there's no items, then it'll randomly generate one for you, so you'll have at least one item minimum. And of course, it will increase your touch-friendly speed for a set amount of turns. Buff for her is a 45% boost in attack and 8x her speed. Second gear, that goes up to 75% and 10x her speed. The friendly speed buff is 3x speed for 2 actions. They'll get to move twice before it runs out. And then on the second gear, it goes up to 3 actions and 4x speed for that. So pretty simple for Kyoko here. And I mean, again, she has a place to shine, but it's just a little bit crowded there. And then last but not least, we have Akemi Homura Alpha with a 7.0 rating right now. Speed power up and will delay nearby enemies after done moving. And this nearby enemies was curious because it was a little bit weird on the screen, but somebody figured out the gimmick here. Nearby enemies is determined by your hit count. The more hits you have on that turn, the more units that will be delayed. We'll go over that in a second, but the first gear of the buff is a 1.4x attack and does 5x speed. Second gear will be a 80% attack buff and 10x her speed. The delay is 1 to 3 turns no matter what. And okay, so here's how the delay works. You are guaranteed to delay the closest enemy to Homura. And then for every 50 hits that you have, then you'll get another monster delayed. And that hit count is what determines who gets delayed, and the priority of that is determined by how close they are to Homura. So if you just basically draw a line to each enemy center and then rank them in terms of distance, and that's the order they will get delayed. So you still want to try and get as close to your boss, I guess, or the target enemy that you want to delay, but the turn count is completely random, and then you're gonna have to have a friendly unit that has that can give you a lot of hit count. Otherwise, this strike shot is gonna fall flat on you. So that's why things were looking weird on the play video, and when people were actually playing it, it's like, what's going on? What's with the difference? There you go. It's a weird way to prioritize delays. So now you know. Alright, and of course, Volume 1 gacha monsters, I will not go into them in detail, but you can see Kaname, Madoka, Akemi, Homura, Sakura, Kyoko in their standard forms, and then Miki, Sayaka, Tomoe, Mami in their 4 or 5 stars. Again, since this is a revival version, these monsters will also not get any rate ups in the game. And then, of course, 1,000 yen to get the paid pack exclusive monster, Sayaka and Kyoko 7.0. Here's all the stats from them, same from last time, nothing's changed. So if you want them, make sure you get them. And then here are the event quests. We have 3 events right now. We have the 5-star or less monsters only to take on Momoe Nagisa. If you want to take on the summer version of Miki Sayaka, that's also just a standard scheduled quest. And then we have a lethal difficulty Gekikyu Kyoku quest for getting the summer versions of Tomo and Mami. Remember, there are 2 forms there, so if you want to get both, don't slack on that. And then, of course, the summer shooting game. Hopefully, you've been taking advantage of it. Actually, sorry, hold on. Give me a second. I just noticed my power for my laptop got kicked out. So, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Just noticed that the things were looking a little weird. So hopefully the video quality didn't go crazy bad in the last 10 minutes. Okay, summer shooting game. Hopefully you've been taking advantage of this. Basically, you're collecting cork bullets by either logging in or playing the game. You shoot at those targets, and then you earn rewards for hitting said targets. First, you're gonna hit the map or the game, and then it'll fire. It'll be swinging left and right. Aim for those white hash marks. Those will relate to the 3 columns you see on the board there. Simple enough. Second, once you've clicked, then you will see your gun going up and down. Again, aim for those hashes because those will dictate the row that you want to hit. And then basically the column and the row, it'll make that target shoot, and you will now be going for power. You're gonna be pulling and then releasing. The gauge is just gonna go up, 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 and then release, hopefully in the red, because the red will guarantee you hitting anything. You will release and get the reward. Now remember, the target's color will dictate what power you need to be able to hit it. So if you want the red one, you need to hit it in the red zone. If you want the green one, you can either hit it in green or red, and of course blue, as long as you actually, if you release, you'll get it no matter what. So blues are always freebies as long as you targeted the correct area. And like I said, 2 cork bullets you'll get on login, 1 cork bullet for every 3 quests cleared. Remember, those quests must be 30 more stamina, so be careful about that. And also, if you are doing some farming, just make sure you pay attention to that count, because you are stock limited at 6 bullets, so you don't want to be wasting your opportunities to pick up some hits if you are, doing some other stuff. So take a break and make sure you fire off those guns so you don't waste your collections. Now your friends here, you've got Madoka, Homura, Mami. I already went over them before, so if you want to review them, go ahead and take a look at it here, but it will just make your life a little bit easier to hit the targets, whether it's by slowing down the gauges or making your attack range a little bit higher. Now, other details, and this is, after actually playing it, is that you can get a double hit if you want. I have seen it on YouTube. I have not actually been able to do it myself because I keep missing, but basically you need to use Mami as your friend, right? The yellow one here, right? If you use her as a friend, that increases your attack range, and it looks like it only works on a horizontal level, right? So let's say you want the top row here, and then columns 1 and 2, right? You want that orb and the scroll. Remember I was talking about, let's go back to the screen, right? Like here you see those hash marks. Instead of aiming for the hash marks, aim for the center of the hash mark, right? That's in between those 2 targets, right? That way you can get that range to hit both possible, right? And of course, since Mami is giving you an extra range of hit, that's what allows you to hit 2 at once. So again, I've only seen it through the rows. If you guys have any videos of somebody posting it, hitting it in the column, post it below, because I wasn't able to do it. But Shiro was able to show off doing it horizontally. But it isn't easy. You have to basically hit it in the center of the 2 targets, and then that Mami bonus will be enough to make it happen. So try it if you can. Now, of course, the logistics of this is you won't get the item immediately. It just unlocks that item in the exchange store. Go to the exchange store, and then you can then pull up the... Actually, hold on. Can I... Well, okay, maybe the title is going to be off here. But... Yeah, Let me get rid of this title so it's not confusing. But if you go to the exchange store here, right, and then where is it? Here you go. You have the gun area basically. You'll be able to see that the items that well, I guess I don't have any items unlocked right now. The items that you can unlock is it'll just be open at this point, right? And then you can select them. You can use the multi-select feature that was added in the last version update to pick up all the items you have. But of course, you are ticket limited. And let's go back to. There you go. Let's go back to the game here. Not the game, the PowerPoint. There's no other way to get tickets except by login. So it's just a slow trickle of tickets. You can unlock as many as you want with the cork bullets that you pick up, but you are limited by the login days to actually exchange for things. So you're just gonna have to be patient to get them all. Maybe we'll get more later, but we'll see. 2 days, 2 tickets per day unlocked. And of course, the reward for doing this area is this combo character of Sayaka and Nagisa. You will get 5 for just playing each time, and you'll also pick up 5 Charles if you just missed. You'll get a consolation prize there. And of course, you'll also get a reward of a good job stamp. This happens every time you play the shooting game X amount of times. If you want to get all 5, you'll get 1 every 5. So make sure you play 25 times to get them all. And login rewards, like I said, you got the cork bullets, 2 of them, and tickets, 2 of them on a login. You've already picked up 1 copy of Sayaka and Nagisa, even if you've completely ignored the gun area. Day 2 and 5 features a Tokudama, and you also got a good job stamp, I think, when I'm taking this today for logging in of Madoka there. And of course, the 2 monsters, pay pack monster and your mission monster, will be, well, not missions, but the shooting area monsters will be max luck for the duration of the collab, and hopefully you enjoy that. And that's it for the collab. It's a pretty, like I said, it's a pared down one because it's alpha. They're more focused on the gacha, I guess. I don't know. It's like a half gacha in terms of events. Maybe we'll have something next week, but again, the interesting thing to think about is, why does it end on midnight immediately as September starts? Is there something we have to worry about? And of course, don't forget the anniversary is also a few months away, which means you'll have to worry about the New Year's a few months away. And there's a lot of big things that happen towards the end of the year that wants to get your orb. So be careful about going so hard. If you have a special soft spot like I do for Kyoko, then, maybe you can let the limiters off. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Yes, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. But if you don't mind, do consider subscribing this channel, this video, whatever. ENGmonst on Twitter/X for the latest news, and of course the Discord channel, link to the description below. Link to the server in the description below. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Look forward to the gacha video tomorrow, and until next time.